the one, the only, Ben Sion. Okay, good morning and welcome to Yeshiva YouTube. Iyun Mitzion. Today we're learning Maseches Eiruvin Paraches Mishnayos Hey and Vav. Mishnah Hey records a machlokas between Reb Meir and Reb Yehuda. If you're going to be a guest, you're leaving your house, you're going to a different city for Shabbos. You're not going to be. No one in your house is going to be there. You have to join the Eiruvin Chatzeros, right? If someone is living in his house and does not join the Eiruvin Chatzeros, even one Jewish resident, he asers on everybody else. He asers, right? You can't carry from your house to the Chatzer. So let's say he's leaving. Does he have to join the Eiruvin Chatzeros or not? So according to Reb Meir, yes, it's a problem. Reb Yehuda says no, as long as he's not going to come back. As Mishnah explains, if he's a non-Jew, he might travel back. But if he's Jewish, he's out of town, he's not going to travel back, and therefore, your dira, right, is not called a dira. Lav shmei dira. It's not called that you're not there. Now, of course, it means that you're still in your house, right? You don't lose ownership of your house because you go away for Shabbos. However, vis-a-vis the halach of Eiruvin Chatzeros, it's not called a dira. Now, what is this machlokas Reb Meir and Reb Yehuda depend on? We pass on Reb Yehuda, and we pass on Reb Yehuda. There's certain, caveats in Reb Yehuda, right? Reb Yehuda only says itself by Yisrael, not by a Nachri, because a Nachri might come back. Reb Shimon adds on also that, right, even if you go in your own city, that's enough, right? You don't have to go to a different town, because if you go to your daughter, your daughter, you're not going to come back. If you go to your son, you might come back because you might get into a fight with your daughter-in-law. So we paskin like Reb Yehuda and like Reb Yossi and Reb Shimon. We don't paskin like Reb Meir. What is Machlokas Reb Meir and Reb Yehuda about? So we had an earlier Machlokas Reb Meir and Reb Yehuda, right? What's the Iker Eiruvin Tchumen? Now we'll go to Eiruvin Tchumen. Obviously, I've explained Eiruvin Tchumen it works differently than Eiruvin Chatzeros, but the point of Eiruvin Tchumen is to become a shvisa, right? You put mazon shtei seudos, you put 2 meals worth, let's say 2,000 hours away from the city, in order to become a shvisa. That's your residence over here. So what's the Iker way of doing Eiruvin Tchumen? According to Rabbi Yehuda, the main way of doing it is baraglov, right? Really, you should do a baraglov. They made a kula and they said you can put food there, right? You can send someone to put food there, so you don't have to go and be there at Bein Hashmashos when Friday night starts. According to Reb Meir, no, the main way of doing it is with food. And therefore, really, that's the main way of doing it. The way you're kona shvis, the way I establish residence is where I'm going to eat, where I'm going to snack. And according to Rabbi Yehuda, no, the main place of residence is really where Baragla, where the place where I sleep. So I think this is the machlokas over here, because here we're not talking about the actual food you need for the Eiruvin Chatzeros. We're talking about where is your makom shvisa, your dira for Shabbos. Where are you staying for Shabbos? So according to Reb Meir, right, the fact that you're leaving, right, when you leave at the beginning of Shabbos, probably you're going to sleep over wherever you're staying. There's a possibility you might come back to eat, right? You might come back Shabbos afternoon, Shabbos day meal to eat, or Shalosh Shudis to eat. So therefore, since it's a possibility that I'm coming back to eat and eating, right, the place where I eat is my makom shvisa, so that's the problem according to Reb Meir. I don't think he's saying, right, it's because I'm going to come back, I might come back to eat, because that's possible, therefore you have to join the Eruv. According to Rabbi Yehuda, no, when you go away for Shabbos could start very late, probably you can end up sleeping there. It's possible you live in a different city, even if it's not so far away, so then you're at home, you might come back, but coming back for eating is not it's not Kona Shvisa, it's not your main place where you reside. The place where you reside, according to Rabbi Yehuda, is where you sleep, your Makom Lina. Your Makom Lina is where you reside. So therefore, we're talking about a dira, your residential, your residential place for Shabbos. So it's really, is it where you sleep or where you eat? According to our mayor, it's where you eat. So therefore, I might come back towards the end of Shabbos. According to Yehuda, you're probably staying there. Most likely, you're staying there to sleep. You might come back during the day or a day meal of Shalosh Shudis and eat there. It doesn't make a difference according to Yehuda. The place is where you sleep, and you're not there for Shabbos. You don't know. You're not aser. And the mayor, right? The reason it is considered a shvisa, even though you're not there, is because I might come back to eat. Legitimately, I might come back to eat, and therefore, it is your makom achila makes your makom shvisa or your makom dira on Shabbos. Hope you enjoyed today's share. See you in the next one.